start time this week. After all the delays and all the other stuff I had to deal with the last few weeks, but I'm glad it's back to normal start time finally for once. But yeah, another week of preseason in the books now. As now we are getting closer to the regular season for both college football and the NFL. Before we get into tonight's show, let's recap last week's preseason game, starting with, 5 days ago, this past Friday, you had a couple games on. You had the Falcons-Titans, which kicked off week 2 of the preseason. And Tennessee Titans prevailed in that one. They beat the Falcons, so good start my picks. And also Seattle Seahawks found a way to win. Dominated the Chiefs. I mean, they looked really good. I mean, Charbonnet right away, like in the opening drive, ran it right down there, and he finished the drive with a touchdown as well. So, yeah, Sam Darnold looked sharp though in his Seahawks debut in preseason. So, yeah, the Chiefs had their backup. So, yeah, doesn't surprise me in that one. So, 2 for 2, good way to start out there. So, yeah, Seattle won 33-16. Meanwhile, the Titans won a close game with the Falcons. So, those are Friday's games. Saturday kicked off with, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. No Shador Sanders due to the injuries, but Dylan Gabriel made his Cleveland Browns debut. He looked all right, but he did get a couple turnovers, something like that. But no, other than that, the Browns did name their starter after that game, and ended up being Joe Flacco. So Joe Flacco will be your starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. I'm not surprised they're the veteran experience, though. Plus, he's played for Cleveland a couple years ago, coming straight out the couch. Now, let's see what Joe Flacco does in his second stint with Cleveland. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that goes out, obviously. Of course, Cleveland won that game, so, yeah, I did not expect that to happen. So, yeah, the Eagles won that one. Then you had the Packers Colts. Ending controversy. That was controversial last week in the preseason. Cubert, praise Joe Flacco. I mean, I'm glad he's a starter first. Because we didn't want the type of Shador Sanders. Plus, Kenny Pickett was no good, obviously. So, yeah, Browns went to QB help. I think Joe Flacco will do all right for Cleveland. But, yeah, the Packers, Colts. Colts had a big lead, but they kind of blew up at the same time. The refs did make a little controversial call, but it was hell. But then it didn't matter. It's preseason. But, yeah, the Packers won that game. Colts 0-2. Packers won without Jordan Love. So, yeah, it was a close game. Came down to the end, but still, it is what it is. But, man, a lot of people were just typing away on Twitter, complaining about the referee calling the Colts-Packers game. So that happened. Of course, the New England Patriots. Brendan, how you doing? Thanks for joining. And also thanks to Cubert for joining as well. So, yeah, Patriots beat the Vikings 20-12. Vikings made it interesting, but I mean, they didn't reach the end zone at all. They did keep kicking a lot of field goals. It kind of reminded me of the Jaguars-Vikings game last year, but this time it was a losing effort. Oh, I'm talking about the preseason games from last week. And I was getting, that's what I'm pretty much doing, talking football. So, yeah, pretty much it was a lot of field goals from the Vikings, but the Patriots didn't waste any time. Travion Henderson had another tremendous preseason outing, so I think he might be running back one. Part of me thinks that, but at the same time, I don't know who I think he should be running back one, because Ramondre Stevenson's obviously still a guy for sure, New England at the running back position. But Henderson, he'll get a good amount of reps this year too. Oh, he likes the Eagles? Yeah. Defending Super Bowl champs. I mean, I'm looking forward to what they're going to do in the kickoff game come September in a couple weeks. But, yeah, the Patriots got the job done. Of course,